Why did you decide to cut your parents out of your life? My younger brother Jake had always been the problem child. 3 arrests before he turned 18, dropped out of college twice, and somehow managed to rack up gambling debts before he was even old enough to legally drink. Meanwhile, I was the reliable one. Straight A's, steady job after graduation, never asked for anything. Every time Jake screwed up, my parents would bail him out. Literally. Jail bonds, paying off bookies, covering his rent when he inevitably got evicted. And somehow, I always got dragged into helping. Eli, can you just cover his car payment this month? We're strapped. Eli, he needs $500 for groceries. He's really trying this time. I was 24 when they called me in full panic mode. Jake had defaulted on a car loan and was facing jail time unless someone co-signed to restructure the debt. My mom was crying on the phone, begging me to help. It's just paperwork, honey. You have good credit. He'll pay you back, I promise. I should have said no. I knew better. But hearing my mom cry like that, talking about her baby going to prison, I caved. I drove to the dealership that afternoon and signed my name on the dotted line. $42,000 for a truck Jake had apparently bought to start a lawn business that never happened. The loan officer handed me a stack of papers and explained that I was now fully responsible for the debt. Jake promised he'd make every payment on time. He even hugged me and called me his hero. My parents were so grateful they took me out to dinner at my favorite restaurant. For 6 months, Jake actually made the payments. I started thinking maybe he'd finally grown up. Then the calls stopped coming. No texts, no updates. When I drove to his apartment, the landlord told me he'd moved out 3 weeks earlier without leaving a forwarding address. 2 years later, I was sitting in a mortgage broker's office, ready to buy my first house. I'd saved up $30,000 for a down payment, had a stable job, and felt like I was finally getting my life together. Then the broker pulled up my credit report and frowned. There's an issue here. You have a significant outstanding debt that's in collections. $42,000 plus interest and fees. This is going to affect your approval. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what it was before he even explained. Jake's truck. Never insured, never registered, never paid for after those first 6 months. The bank had repossessed it, but since I was the co-signer, the remaining debt was mine. I called my parents immediately. My dad answered, and I could hear the TV in the background. Some game show he always watched.